What's up, guys? My name is Your Heroes, and welcome back to more Gates of Hell. And today, just before today's video starts, is that, as you know, I did a poll recently which asked you guys of two new series topics which I'd like to bring to the channel. One is being Mod of the Month, and the other being History with a Mystery. And most of you have voted to see Mods of the Month first. So I'll be doing that video today, right now, and then I'll do History with a Mystery sometime this week, or sorry, sometime, what day are we on? I've actually lost count of what day we're on. Monday, so sometime this week. Anyway, if you guys would like to have a say on, on the community, or any videos that I have ideas in the future, or if you have any video ideas that you'd like to come up with, then make sure you go to my community post page and comment what new topics you'd like to see, or just vote on something to make sure you have your say as well. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. So guys, as you can see that we are now in the mod workshop for Gates of Hell, and what mod of the month is that I do a review at each of every month at the end of the month to review what mods I think are best for the community to play if you do get, let's say, bored of the campaign. If you've completed the whole campaign, you've done all the conquests, then I'm here to recommend mods that I think would be good for everyone to play. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner, amateur or veteran. So without further ado, and I'm just going to be showing you kind of possibly even just a wee bit of gameplay in it as well, maybe a before and after as well, depending what the mod is, and see whether you guys, which one is your favorite mod down below. But first one I'd like to start off with. Now I know this is going on by most populars, but what I'm actually going to do is that because it's by most popular and it doesn't really seem fair if you vote it that way, I'm going to be going onto my subscription and voting which I think could be best as for the best one. So the first one I'd actually really is kind of like a shock one, which I've never seen this mod before. It's called a mod manager. Now this mod manager allows you to manage your mods that's not through the game, so it's through like a file. And the way that this is done is that as you can see that these are the available mods you have just now. So it's kind of like these are the mods that are not activated. If you think of it in the game, that these mods are not activated right here. And then if you go to and then let's say you want to activate a mod, you have to click it and then press activate mod, and then it will move over to that side, and then that will activate the mod. It's quite similar to the in-game, but I think this is actually a much simpler way of doing it, because it shows you what mods aren't activated and what mods are activated. It's kind of like it's in a separate thing, if you know what I mean. So it's like in a separate way, that whereas in the game you can just see mods are just all in kind of one big list, but it either says deactivated or activated, and it can get a bit confusing for new players as well. So if you feel like you are getting confused with mods and whether you can see what mods are deactivated, or if you just really want to simplify it for yourself, then I would highly recommend this mod. I'm actually going to be doing a video on a completely different on this as well, to actually show you what you have to do, the full instruction, get actually to this mod manager. Again, that will be in a separate video, and I think this will do very, very well. Again, this is definitely something for beginner players, but if you're like a veteran player and you know how to deactivate mods and all that, then this is something that's not really for you, because you already know how to deactivate and activate mods. But this is something maybe for beginners that really just need that simplified help for mods. So that is kind of the first one, and it has, again, I would probably rate this about a 4 or 5, a 5-star for myself, just because of how simple this is. And also it does tell you how to use this program. So again, there's kind of a whole tutorial on how to do it, but if you want to see it in video instead of just a picture, then I'll be doing that as well. It's even got it down here located on where you have to go, but again, I'll probably be doing a video on this if people prefer it in video form. Alright, so guys, the next mod I would like to bring to your attention is this mod. This mod is called Enable Tanks Smoothly Collide Objects. So what this does is that this allows you, well, actually it's probably better if I just show you. So what I'm going to do is I'll just show you now. Alright guys, so like the idiot that I am, And I forgot, when you activate the mod, it actually downloads it, it installs it, and I've downloaded or activated multiple mods, or sorry, not activated, I've subscribed to multiple mods at once, so now I have to wait a 7 gig, and to be honest, I don't have the patience for that just now, so I'm basically going to tell you what it is without showing you, and I know that's harder to do than before, but I'll do my best. So what it is that when you're usually in gameplay, when you're in a battle, and when you're controlling a tank, let's say, and you hit a vehicle, you hit a tree, you hit an object, you hit a wrecked tank, then it slows down your tank massively, and it kind of stops that momentum from building in the tank. It completely slows it down. But with this mod, is that when you hit it, it does not affect the speed of your vehicle, as it says. So enable the tank to smoothly collide with more items and not slowing down when colliding with certain items. Yeah, so like I said, when you're in that tank, then you shouldn't, realistically, you know, that is how it works, is that when you do hit a tree, when a tank, you hit it, it does slow down the vehicle realistically. But with this mod, it doesn't kill that momentum of the tank, and it just keeps at that same speed, that same momentum going when you hit an object. Again, this is something that, again, is very useful. If you do want to play this, then it does really help to kind of get through tree lines, or set up in a flank position, let's say with a tank, and you just kind of get it there quickly without the tank slowing down itself. So this is something that could actually be very tactical in gameplay, especially kind of when you're going through a lot of wrecked vehicles. Let's say you've built up a lot, you've killed a lot of enemies, and a lot of it is just a graveyard of tanks, and then you have to try and maneuver the AI. When you set it to go a certain track and you're dealing with other things, the AI has to move around it. With this will allow just the tank just to go straight through without having any problems or slowing down the vehicle. So this could be an example of such as a KV-1, a Tiger, a Panzer IV, a Panzer III, and a normal state tank that is smaller than its own level, such as a IS-1 versus a Panzer 38T or a Panzer IV. So yeah, this mod is actually very useful, and I like this. I've, like I said, like the edit I've completely forgot that you need to actually install it, but I will be showing that to you again in a different video, hopefully, maybe later. Alright, and now kind of going on to another one that kind of improves the gameplay, depending on the way you look at it, is improved weather. Now, as you know, when I get my thumbnails, the weather isn't great, or my thumbnails don't look great because of the weather, but now this mod will help improve the weather around you. So if it's nighttime, if you're doing a night mission, then hopefully this will be able to maybe brighten up the darkness a wee bit, so you're not completely playing blind in a way. So as you can see, this mod has 30 weather presets that can be switched between while playing skirmish maps. All presets are based on existing environments from the base game. Some are very similar to the original presets, and others make more dramatic changes. Overall, the focus is on realism and staying true to the vanilla style, with realistic muted lighting and balanced contrast. So there you go. So it does, so he does say, he is admitting that not some of these, you know, might be similar to, you know, the presets of the map weather, but some of them do make dramatic changes, and this is something that I'm going to be using in basically all my gameplay now, because if I can make that difference in gameplay, especially for you guys, and seeing the videos that I produce and upload gameplay, then sometimes it is hard for even you guys to see the gameplay, especially when it's nighttime. So I'm definitely going to be using this mod, and I would definitely rate it a 5 stars just because of how good that is. But what do you guys think of this improved weather mod? Let me know in the comments down below, and whether you're going to be using it as well. Of course, it's something that I have to go to because it's probably one of the most popular series video on my channel, especially with the original Call to Arms, is the cheat mod. Literally nobody can beat that. Although something I did wish, if there is a developer out there then, or a mod maker, if you can make a cheat mod for missions, you know, for campaign missions. And I know that's cheating, but it's literally in the name. And to be honest, I did it with Call to Arms and it did so well for the channel. And also I just absolutely just loved just killing everything with the amount of unstoppable MP. And I know that's unrealistic, but who cares? You're cheating. Nobody gives a crap. Anyway, this is for Conquest, and I've actually used this in Conquest before, and I'm probably going to be making a video, probably a series on this as well, just because of how trollish and how fun it could be. Just trying to just send out just multiple tanks at once, multiple infantry. You can just literally get anything and just build it up, especially with, you can like get research everything at the start of the battle and bring out like ice ones or tiger ones or whatever nation you're playing with. Honestly, it's such a fun mod to play with. And if you don't really care about how realistic you like the games, or you don't really care about, you know, whether fighting on a fair game, and you just want to cheat your way through it, then go for it, because this is definitely something I would do. And I know it's something that might not be realistic to, but again, that's kind of all part of the fun of this cheat mod, and I really do like it. And again, if there is a mod maker, if you can maybe make a cheat one for campaign missions, then that would be really fun. I'm sorry developers for Gates of Hell, Barbed Wire Studios, but you have to take advantage of these things when it comes to you. Alright, the second, so I'm going to be reviewing 5 mods, by the way. Now, this will be kind of the first gameplay, the first, you know, actual mission mod that you can play. And this one's called 1946 Last Grenadier Campaign. Now, it's made by a very famous, I say famous because he is famous for his Men of War Assault Squad, especially his Men of War Assault Squad 2 mods, and his name's Wigga. If you haven't heard of him, go play Men of War Assault Squad 2. Go check out his mods there. Honestly, they're some of the best mods ever made. I cannot fault him. Other content creators are brilliant, but this Wigga's on a different level when I say this. And seriously, if you haven't played this mod, I've played it I think ages ago, a long time ago, but I'm definitely going to play it again because it's just so much fun. There's 11 missions, campaigns. Look at just the thumbnails, the creativity that goes into it is absolutely outstanding. So Wigga, if you are watching this, thank you for the, you know, praise to you, God, and all that. You're the Call to Arms and Gates of Hell. You're the Call to Arms, you know, master mod maker, as they say. So, you know, just brilliant mod, and I highly recommend it. Again, I played this mod ages ago. He gives a full description of the story campaign. It tells you what it features within it. Like large campaign that will last over 20 hours of playing. That is insane. That will keep me going for about 5 videos or even longer. Again, and he's even just put a donation page up. If you want to do it, then do it. I'm broke, so I can't just now. Sorry, Wigga, but he's also, it tells you the credit section. Just give credits to everyone here. Thank you to everyone who helped Wigga on this as well. It wasn't just Wigga, so thank you. But yeah, absolutely get yourself playing this mod. Brilliant mod, and I highly recommend it. And if you've played one of Wigga's mods, tell me which one it is and whether you like this one that I'm showing you right now. And the last mod that I would like to show you, that I really do like, that I think a lot of people underestimate, is the Valor missions. I think Valor is severely just underrated, or even just the Valor mod itself. I think just the Valor mod itself right now is probably one of the best, and I think it's severely underrated. So, and it's created by Normand and 2 others. Again, this mod is brilliant just because you get other factions, and this gives you an idea of what the Americans are in the game. So he actually updated the American name because of how the name of coming for the new DLC, of the Americans coming to this new DLC, so he's changed the name for it. So this mod is very much up to date. It's very much onto everything, and even if you want to just play for the Valor missions, then I would highly recommend it. But you will need another. You do need the Men of War 2. Or what's this called? It's called Men of War 2 mod. So if you want to get that, if you want to play this mission, then make sure you have the other 2 downloaded. But Valor itself is honestly just a brilliant mod. It includes like 5 or 6 other nations, which is such as America, Britain, France, Poland, Hungary, Italy, Japan, and Germany, of course, itself. Honestly, this mod is so underrated, and I think a lot of people really need to get on this, and because it is such a brilliant mod, especially if you want, because you know, there's only 3 factions, and Finland's just been brought in a couple months ago, and Americans are coming in, but Valor just gives a whole new perspective and gives a lot more fun to it. And by the way, I am doing like a conquest series with Sir Jellybean on Britain using the Valor mod, so it gives you like a new faction to play with, and it's certainly a lot funner than playing just with the same 3 factions the whole time. So definitely it's got 5 stars, but I don't think a lot of people still know about this, even though it's had 2,190 ratings. I still think it's quite an underrated mod for it, and I still feel like not a lot of people know about it compared to maybe the other mods that I've shown. So really just top props to this, because Valor's actually been in Mineral Assault Squad 2, it's been in Gates of Hell, the original game, so it's had like a history of going in the rest of the Men of War games. So even though I still feel like it's quite severely underrated, even though it's got like a 5-star rating. But anyway guys, that is my top 5 mods of the month. I will do these at the end of each month, so starting from today, the 31st of June, no, 31st of July, sorry. At the end of each month, I'll be doing a review of the month, of mods of the month. So there you go guys, that is going to be it for today. Sorry I wasn't able to actually get any comparisons, but I will be doing that for future videos. And if you do like this, then make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and just comment down below what is your favorite mod that I've mentioned, or if you've got a mod that hasn't been mentioned, then let me know in the comments down below. But other than that guys, thank you so much for watching and our support, and I will see you in the next video. See you later, and goodbye.